Hey guys, hope you are all having a great day. There has yet to be a day that goes by where GameStop and AMC trade in what you would consider a normal way. As time has gone by since I began seriously investing in these assets, it becomes more and more apparent that there is simply something wrong with the intraday trading of these two assets. Granted, poor market conditions and relentless bashing by corporate media have had their effect on the trading sessions, but the degree by which these stocks are manipulated has become more erratic, irrational, and just plainly obvious that some is just wrong, that 2 plus 2 is not equating to 4. AMC traded bearishly today to the surprise of no one, but to say GameStop traded bad is a major understatement. The stock at one point passed a 17% loss, something unheard of when no bad news have come out. In fact, I took the time out of my day trading sessions that I do with my Discord members for daily runners and went looking for what analysts are saying about GameStop, and almost all of them have slapped a buy rating on it. I looked through Fidelity data and the buy order flow appears to be nearly 10 times bigger than the sell order flow. I look online and see a plethora of bulls buying non-stop, and then I look at the chart and you would get the impression that GameStop is trying to emulate Facebook on their last earnings report. At one point even the most bearish trader has to stop and think that there is simply just something deeply wrong with the way GameStop is trading. Good for the rest of us bulls buying frantically, but I still feel troubled, more by the indifference of regulators and agencies that are supposed to have oversight over markets than by the actual shortening of the stock. But again, this is not a surprise. This is what I signed up for and what I will keep on enduring until we moon. Today there really is not a lot to go over, so we are going to Tokyo drift through the most important developments and wrap it up. Before we start, let me quickly state that I am not a financial advisor, and that all content discussed in this channel is simply information gathered that I deem important for people to know, so that they can make informed decisions. All efforts are aimed to better understand the nature of the current market in anticipation of the greatest squeeze in financial history. Let's dive right in. Stocks were doing pretty well early in the day before they began giving up all their gains. Investors remain highly skeptical that the Ukraine situation is close to being over or settled and are awaiting the interest rate increase by the Fed later this week. Already, there are not fears being spread on social media and by the corporate media about another potential outbreak in the pandemic, which could increase concerns about supply chains and impact the economy further. The economic tolls for the expectation of interest rate increases by the Fed are mounting, and economists believe the Fed will remain aggressive this year. Chinese stock market was also very volatile, as there are serious concerns over the regulatory pressures and Beijing's relationship with Russia worsened further. There are reports saying Russia has been asking China for military support to help wage their war against Ukraine. Let's now talk about today. The Fed submitted over $1.608 trillion in reverse repo operations today. Dark pool trades for AMC accounted for 50% of the total volume today, while dark pool trades for GameStop accounted for 44% of the total volume today. AMC had a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders, with GameStop also having a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders. Now, let's talk about performance. AMC had a bearish day, losing over 5% for the day. It traded fairly neutral, though with a bit of a bearish tilt during the pre-market. Upon market opening, AMC dropped from 14.10 to 12.90. After that dip, AMC began bouncing back up, reaching 14.15. After this bounce, AMC would then begin breaking support walls, dipping underneath the VWAP and going as low as 13.35 again. AMC would bounce a bit, closing at 13.56, below the VWAP. I expect support at 13.30, 12.70 and 12.38. Resistance will be met at 14, 14.40 and 14.75. GameStop had a bearish day, losing over 15% for the day. After a small run in the pre-market, GameStop would also dip hard upon market opening, reaching 86.64. After this dip, GME bounced a bit to find resistance at 90. It would then begin dipping again, breaking support and reaching a low of 77.58. After a small bounce, GameStop closed at 78.11, below the VWAP. GameStop will find support at 77.66, 72.63 and 67. Resistance will be met at 81, 85 and 89. It is clear shorters are going to great lengths to suppress GameStop before its earnings report on Thursday. Stay zen and forget about the daily price unless you are actively buying. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. That is all I have for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And most importantly, remember to come join my Discord. If you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon link in the description as well as some one-time donation links for Cash App and PayPal. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. I will continue striving for better content. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep on buying the dip and to the moon.